play in the Shark Tank, and which is New York. Everyone is trying to get going after that golden ticket. Amarijasz, welcome back to my YouTube video. In today's video, I'm going to be answering, should you move to New York to pursue fashion design? If you're interested, keep watching. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down something you like, and stick around and find out more. Okay, so first things first, everyone knows New York runs everything in the US fashion market. We have LA Fashion Week, we have Miami Fashion Week, but New York is the pioneer of fashion becoming popularized in America ever since Paris realized that they were no longer the influencé. Okay? So knowing that every person in the world beyond just America want to go to New York to pursue fashion, whether that's fashion design, whether that's fashion styling, whether they want to be the next Naomi or the next Giselle. Everyone is moving to New York. And if you are someone who lives in the outskirts of the US, you live in a Midwestern state, and you are contemplating if you should move to New York, do you want to be the new kid on the block, the new fish in the big world? I'm going to start off with the cons, the no's, and later on give you the yeses. And hopefully I can make you feel more confident in your decision about what you want to do to help your career. So let's start with the no's. The one reason that you are here, if you're talking to your family or friends about moving to New York to pursue anything, is basically, oh, it's just so oversaturated. It's millions of people that come there every year. You're gonna just be another person on the block. And they're not wrong. Every year there is a new person, a new 18-year-old, a new fresh face coming to New York to be a whatever in fashion, right? And with that, it's so hard for anyone to get a chance and golden prize, whatever it may be for you, right? And it's really hard to stand out if you are coming as a person who has no knowledge about New York. And that's another thing that I want to say. If you are coming to New York, catch up on your game. Whatever industry, whatever sector of fashion that you're going into, don't come in as a fish. Come in as a shark. Come in knowing the ins and outs of your industry so well that no one can run game on you. No one can manipulate you with a bogus opportunity, right? Know the great links that you can, not great links, know the platforms that you need to be updated on. Know who is and who isn't important in your industry so you won't be scammed and won't be bamboozled. Don't come naive. Don't come to learn. Come to already know and be able to play. New York is the playground, not the classroom. Okay, and another thing that I want to talk that ties into what I was just talking about is a lot of people who are coming to New York naive are being sold a dream by those who also have came to New York and also dreamed up and scammed themselves and know that they have not made it. So now I'm going to start manipulating the new people that come in. And I feel like a lot of people in New York are in this mentality that anything is better than any opportunity is better than none, because it may be a small chance that so and so and this person may see me or this person may see me, right? But I feel like what they don't know is I personally believe it's quality over quantity. If you get to an audition and you list 5 of unknown photographers that you worked with, unknown brands that you worked with, it is irrelevant. But if that one brand that paid you, right? One brand that paid you, that actually took you to the next level, that is going to be worth more than all of the past that you get. The little gigs that you see on backstage, or little gigs that your friend may told you about, it's cute. It's cute practice, cute way to network. But don't think that the little friend is the ticket. That's not the ticket. The ticket is what the friend don't know. The ticket is with the right people, the real professionals. Don't allow yourself to be tricked and bamboozled. And also, one thing that I want to mention is, even though you knew, that doesn't mean you're not worth. That doesn't mean you don't have value. That doesn't mean you should be free. That doesn't mean you should be given free work. And I feel like a lot of people get stuck in that trap. They are looking for fame. Of course, obviously that's one in New York, but they're thinking that this fame will result in notoriety, but that's not always the case. You have to set the dollar, and that dollar is what makes you become valuable. Not, oh, I did this, or you want to assume that this person, when you say, for example, you do a shoot for Paper Magazine, right? You do a shoot for Paper Magazine, you're thinking, okay, I'm doing Paper Magazine, of course they're going to pay me X amount of dollars, right? But because they know you're a new talent, you're naive, or you're presenting yourself as naive, that you may not know what the game is, or that you're also unsigned, they will manipulate you. They will sell you, oh, I'm going to pay you as soon as, and you just being a nice person, or just being a trusting person, you're going to just take that as is. You're going to say, of course, I'm going to take that. You said you're going to pay me this time, of course, I'm going to do this shoot. And that's where you mess up. Make sure you got your money in your hand prior to doing anything. Don't let anyone let you do anything without putting the money in your hand first. No matter if it's going to let you be on Vogue, no matter if it's going to let you be on any magazine, any platform. Don't do nothing for free, because all you're doing is hurting yourself. The goal is to be able to have a career. Not to be a free agent, not to be a background person. You could have stayed at home to do that. You're coming to New York to build a career and to build value, not to get played and bamboozled. So another thing that I want to discuss is probably another thing that you will hear nonstop from people when talking about New York. And I heard this all the time too. And I feel like when you are a fashion person and other people in your life, family members and friends, are trying to tell you about your industry or tell you about New York you've never been, it more than likely will go in one ear and go out the other. It is like irrelevant because they haven't been to New York, they don't know anything. That is the initial reaction from anybody getting advice from somebody who don't know what it's actually like on his experience. But that again is a naive take, because they are not wrong. If you go to New York thinking, oh, I'm going to book this amount of gigs and models get paid this much and there's so much opportunity to do, that's true. It is a lot of opportunities, but not all of those opportunities are paid, and the ones that are paid are far and few, and when they are paid, it's not enough to sustain a comfortable life living in New York, right? So if you're moving to New York with the concept of, and you're an unsigned model just coming to start off, don't come with the idea that New York is going to hand you these opportunities and it's going to be enough. The ones that you find, right, are going to be enough to sustain a lifestyle without getting a second job. That's not realistic. Come to New York with a stack. Come to New York with a stack. Come to New York with a part-time job or jobs secured, but also maintain that laser-eye focus on your career, what you do want to do in fashion. But don't come with the concept of, oh, I'll just move in here and I'll just do a couple gigs. Don't do that. That's how you get screwed over and over, right? Okay, and another thing that I want to talk about in regards to the cons is New York, they do have a lot of opportunities, right? But The opportunities come and go so fast like a blink. If you're not on it, if you're not up to date, if you're not constantly engaged with whatever side of fashion, you're gonna miss it. So in New York, don't allow yourself to become distracted by anything. Don't allow the highlights, the glimmers, and the little part-time project let you get confused off the big dollar projects that do exist and that do come by. Take those. Be engaged, be alert. Every train that go by, everything that go by, take a look. Is this worth it? Is this worth my time? Don't just get distracted or I'm doing this little gig. No. Wait through the storm, and when you do see, stay ready. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And yeah. Okay, so now that we got the cons out the way, now that you have a little bit of knowledge, you have a little bit of info about the no's, let's talk about the yeses. So the obvious reason why you should go to New York is because it's the fashion capital. It's no other than Paris, I would say, but even Paris can sometimes be trumped by New York in terms of influence and in terms of opportunities that are easy to get, right? New York, you could go on any platform, follow any person, any fashion outlet. It's gonna be tons and tons and tons of whether it be influencers or celebrities or startup brands looking for new talent, right? Looking for new talent, looking for someone to bring something new to the table, right? They've already had all the girls. This is a new, say your name is Jane. This is Jane from Kansas. She's new, she's cute, she has the look. right? There's millions of ways for you to put yourself out there and to connect and brand, right? And that's one thing that I want to mention. When you are doing the little gigs, those gigs are for practice and network. Practice and network. Those are the gigs are practice and network, right? So, and again, another yes is you are in the pot. You are in the bubbling pot of where everything is honestly starting from. It starts in New York, then it spreads to everywhere else. So you're in the center of where the ideas are coming into people's head, where new trends are evaporating from, where collections are being developed. It is all that energy around you, basically in an artist's atmosphere, right? You will feel that energy from the fashion students, right? From the fashion students, they have FIT there, they have Parsons there, have all types of people coming in and out from New York Fashion Week. So all that energy is going to be around you, and it's going to encourage you, and it's going to motivate you, right? And just push you. And I feel like that is another reason why a lot of people move from their small town, is just to be surrounded by other people who have the same mindset and goal and lifestyle ambitions for them. No one wants to be the odd fish out or always the outcast. But when you're in New York, no one is an outcast. No one is an outcast. No matter what outfit you put on, no matter what concept that you come up with, you're not an outcast, right? It's actually probably more celebrated and embraced than looked at as a crazy person. And another yes that I want to talk about is you're more likely to be spotted for two reasons. People coming in and out, and not just celebrities. It could be textile designers. It could be the real inside people that are making fashion what it is. You know, the behind the scenes people. And when you are just existing and living and being in New York, you could be someone's inspiration. You could just be someone's muse. You know, you are again in the center of where everything is bubbling and where everything is happening. And everyone has this spirit, I feel like, of creating and getting inspired. So say, for example, you come out and you're walking with a cute outfit on. So I may say, I've seen this a lot of times. I've seen a lot of people just even go to people, oh my God, what are you wearing? screen record, post it on social media, get a million views. Or someone out there have millions of books of New York photographers getting inspired by what people are wearing, or just people's just aura and look, and just taking a picture of them, and that make it in the right. You know, so you're just more obviously likely to get noticed. And another thing that I want to mention is networking. Obviously there is millions of parties and millions of workshops and events, duh. But I feel like networking in New York isn't just limited to the college campus or the industry or the company event. Networking could be, you go to the street, you walk in, go to a cafe, the person that you talk to may just be a designer, may just be a photographer. I feel like networking and running into people who are in this industry is 10 times more likely to happen than if you're in anywhere else in the globe other than Paris, right? Everyone in New York you run into is a designer, is a model, is a photographer, right? So you're more likely to meet more people in your industry than in anywhere else, I feel like. Whereas if you were in a Midwestern town, the only people that you can network with in your industry would have to be that little campus or your little small little fashion group. And that's it. It would be that's the only on hands and real life experience. Of course you got the internet, but the only real life experience is a little college campus. So yeah, those were my yeses. So now my overall thought on, should you move to New York? Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. Move to New York. Dare to be different. Dare to seek discomfort. Seek your dreams. If you go there and you do all the right things, you prepare your knowledge, it could go amazing or it could go horribly still. That's just how life is, no matter how prepared you are. You can never be prepared. You know, there's no amount of preparedness that will prepare you for what life will do for you anyway, right? So, do it. Make sure, just make sure you have your finances. Financing a job and a place to stay. If you have your finances, a job, and a place to stay, go ahead and go. And everything else will work itself out. So, God bless you. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment.